Hello, in this video we will be discussing about uniform distribution, how we can create it, how we can visualize it, and then we will move on to the logistic distribution, how we can create it, visualize it, and also some similarity and differences between few distributions. So without wasting further time, let's get into it. First, we will talk about the uniform distribution. Okay, so it is used to describe the probability where every event has equal chances of occurring. Okay, so for generation of random numbers, okay, so each number has got some equal chance of occurring. It is not that if I want to generate a random number from 1 to 5, so 1 has more chance and 5 has less chance, or 2 has more chance and 3 has less chance. No, each number has got equal chances of occurring. Okay, so the distribution is uniform. It has three parameters: a, which stands for the lower bound; b, which stands for the upper bound; and the size, okay, which is basically the shape of the returned array. All right. So the by default the value of a is 0.0. By default the value of b is 1.0. Okay. So let's get into the coding part. So for creating the uniform distribution or any distribution, first we will have to import the random library, random module from the NumPy library. So we will write from NumPy import random. Okay, from NumPy import random, and then we will write x is equal to random dot uniform, and then we will have to mention the size. So size, let's say I'm taking 2 rows and 3 columns. So size I will write 2 comma 3. Okay, size is equal to, inside the bracket I'll write 2 comma 3. Let's print my x first. Shift enter. So yeah, we have successfully created 2 rows and 3 columns, and it is of uniform distribution where the lower boundary is 0.0, upper boundary is 1.0. So all the numbers which you can see inside of the array is between 0.0 to 1.0. Okay, so we have successfully created the uniform distribution. If I want to change the size, like make 1 row and 5 columns, or make 3 rows and 2 columns, or anything, we can do that. Everything will be the same, just the you will have to make changes in the number of rows and the number of columns. Okay, now for visualizing the uniform distribution, what we will do is we will have to import matplotlib and seaborn, okay, as we have done in our videos. So let's add more cells over here. So for adding more cells, I have clicked on the blank space over here, and then I'll press B if I want to add below, and if I want to add above, then again I'll click on this blank space and I'll press A. Okay, all right. So for visualizing of uniform distribution, we will have to write few lines of code. That is import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. Okay, and then we will have to import seaborn as sns. Okay, and then we will have to plot. So sns dot distplot. Distplot means distribution plot. sns dot distplot. Inside, let's create a uniform distribution and then plot it together. So random dot uniform size is equal to 100. Let's say 1000 maybe, and we do not want a histogram, so histogram is equal to false. Okay, so what are we doing? Okay, the spelling of false is wrong, so we need to debug. Okay, so that we don't make any errors, or so that we don't get any errors. Okay, so what are we basically doing? We are basically trying to visualize the uniform distribution and create it, and we are doing these two in one line only. Okay, so in the inside random dot uniform size I have given, histogram I have given. So we are creating the uniform distribution as well as we are visualizing it using the distplot method. Okay, so let's write plt dot show, shift and enter. Okay, so this is what our uniform distribution looks like. Okay, all right, moving on. Now we move on to the logistic distribution. Okay, now we move on to the logistic distribution. So it is used extensively in machine learning and logistic regression, neural networks, etc. It has three parameters: LOC, or we know LOC means mean, where the peak is by default 0, then scale or the standard deviation, which is basically the flatness of the distribution, by default it is 1, and the size, which is the shape of the returned array. Logistic distribution is used to describe growth. Okay, logistic distribution is used to describe growth. All right, so let's say for an example, I want to draw 2 into 3 samples from a logistic distribution with mean and 1 and standard deviation 2.0. Okay, so first let me add the comment line so that you don't forget while writing the code. Many times it happens that people tend to forget what they are writing the code. So let me write, we basically want to draw a 2 into 3 samples. Okay, 2 into 3 samples from a logistic distribution, from a logistic distribution with mean at 1, with mean at 1 and standard deviation 2. Okay, and standard deviation 2. All right, okay, so how can we do that? So for doing that, okay, so for doing that we will have to write x is equal to random dot logistic LOC is equal to 1, scale is equal to 2, and size is equal to 2 comma 3. Okay, and then print x, shift and enter. So we have successfully, we can see that this is what our x looks like. The mean is 1 and the standard deviation is 2. Okay, now if we want to visualize this distribution, if we want to visualize this logistic distribution, so for doing that we will have to again write SNS. Since we have already imported the matplotlib, pyplot and seaborn in our program, so we will not import it again. So we will simply write SNS dot distplot. Inside we will be writing random dot logistic. Okay, we will have to mention the size. So size is equal to 1000. We do not want a histogram, so histogram HIST is equal to false. Okay, histogram false, and in the next line we will write plt dot show. Okay, shift and enter. All right, so this is the result. This is what our logistic distribution somewhat looks like. All right, and we okay, suppose that now we want to write histogram is equal to true, or we want to see the histogram. So either we can write histogram is equal to 2, or we can just totally, we do not have to write this histogram part altogether, so by default it will show. So shift and enter this time, and this time we can see that this is what our uh, logistic distribution looks like with histograms. Okay, this time with histograms. Okay, and if we do not want to see the curve, if we do not want to see the blue line, then what should we write? We only want to see the histogram, we do not want the curve. So we will write KDE, we will write KDE is equal to false. Shift and enter, and this time we do not see the blue curve, we only see the lines of the histogram. Okay, moving on, now we want to see the difference between the logistic and the normal distribution. Okay, so both distributions are nearly identical, but logistic distribution has more area under the tails. So since when we look at the distribution, since you have already seen the normal distribution video, so you will see, or you will notice, that both are bell shaped. Okay, both are bell shaped. So if we look at the logistic and the normal distribution, both distributions nearly look identical, but logistic distribution has more area under the tails. Okay, it is represented more possibility of occurrence of an events further away from mean. For higher values of standard deviation, the normal and the logistic distributions are nearly identical apart from the peak. Okay, so apart from the peak, for higher values of standard deviation, the normal distribution and the logistic distribution is generally the same. Okay, so okay, we will now see, or we will now visualize the normal distribution as well as the logistic distribution. Okay, so for doing that, since we have imported all our libraries, so we will simply write sns dot dist plot, and inside we'll write random dot normal. Okay, so since we are writing about normal distribution, so we will have to write about the scale and the size. So scale is equal to 2 comma size is equal to 1000. Okay, we do not want histogram, so histogram is equal to false. All right. Okay, moving on. Now we will write about the logistic distribution. So for writing about logistic distribution, similarly we'll write sns dot dist plot. Okay, random dot logistic inside, random dot logistic size is equal to 1000. We do not want a histogram, so histogram is equal to false. Okay, plt dot show, shift and enter. Okay, so as you can see that our orange one is the logistic and blue one is the normal distribution curve. So since we already saw that, what did we see in this line? We see that for higher values of standard deviation, the normal and logistic are nearly identical apart from the peak. Okay, so in the diagram also we can see that the peak is not similar, it is very much visible, but for higher values of standard deviation, our normal distribution and logistic distribution almost looks similar. Okay, all right, so we will add a comment line, over here so it becomes easier for you to understand. So for adding a comment line, if I want to insert a cell in between these two cells, so I'll click on this blank part and then I'll click on B. So one cell is inserted below this cell, and I want to make this cell a markdown cell. So either I can go here from code and then click on markdown. Markdown cells are basically used for typing paragraphs, or simply I can just click on this cell and press escape and M, and then I can write visualization of normal and logistic distribution together. Okay, shift and enter. So it has appeared. Okay, all right, so this is it in this video, and in the next video we will talk more about distributions. Till then, take care. Bye.